I love when the internet does something good. Now, I know everybody's stressed out and news is a little light, but that doesn't mean my job goes away. My job is to entertain, to help, I don't know, kill some time, to help keep you company while you're in the stall at work. I don't know. But many of you have requested more and more positive stories, so I've been mixing in the positive story here or there, as well as even some gameplay videos, just trying to keep things light while news is light. I hope you're appreciating it. If you are, please click that red subscribe button down below. I hope I've earned your subscription today. Still over 40% of my viewers are not subscribed. Let's change that today. I'm also giving away $5,000. Link will be in the pinned comment how to get your share. Now, essential workers have been grinding since the very beginning of lockdown, and I support them 100%. One of my best friends runs the produce department at a local grocery store. Dude's never been shut down once. He's basically been on the front lines interacting with people. I have the utmost respect for people in the grocery industry as well as retail industry who really haven't been able, haven't had to shut down and have had to really continue to engage even early on when nobody was really sure what was going on. If you remember the wonderful, wonderful tale of Target Tori, a beautiful retail worker, at Target, who was attempted to be publicly shamed by internet moron who wanted to buy the display unit, of a toothbrush for 1 penny. Now, if you ever worked retail before, you know when you do inventory, you have to put tags on things because they do count. They do count the display units oftentimes in inventories. But if you don't remember that story, Target Tori was a Massachusetts store manager who David Levitt, certified blue checkmark by the way, tried to scam. You can see very clearly it is marked 1 penny for the display unit of a toothbrush. David Levitt even called in the police. He called the police on her, trying to get this Oral-B Sonicare toothbrush for 1 penny. This was the famous picture of Target Tori. Obviously, you could see the tweet had 31,000 comments to 7,000 likes, even had twice the retweets. He was absolutely destroyed. You can see friend of the channel, Lauren Chen, delete this, you absolute psychopath. You see Ricky Berwick roasting him. You see Justin Wang roasting him. It was absolutely a stunning and brave BTFO when the internet came together to raise $31,000 to send Target Tori on a vacation. And well deserved it was. But then we had Danielle over the weekend. Danielle looking for some free internet clout, shaming Kroger manager in Louisville, Andy. I was just threatened at a Kroger in Louisville because I asked another customer to wear a mask. First of all, shut your mouth. Look, I lived in Louisville for only about 6 months, and not just Louisville, but in this particular city, this was a unwise decision. All right, injecting yourself into somebody else's personal freedoms. Now, if you want to have that reaction, I mean, you're welcome to say that, but don't be surprised when they don't have anything nice to say to you. Then I reported it to a manager who found her and talked to her. So first of all, the manager did exactly what you asked him to do. All right. But he refused to do anything more. What did you want him to do? What did you want this dude to do? He's running a grocery store. You were clearly there to cause trouble. His name is Andy, and he doesn't want Twitter to know that. Yeah, totally normal thing to do. Post pictures of some guy just trying to do his job, all right, and get by so you can get internet clout. I didn't get a picture of the woman who yelled at me, but it's all on camera. Yeah, send in the feds. Send in the feds. We've got to retrieve this footage. I asked the manager about the footage, and he blew me off. Kroger, this is acceptable. Could you even imagine? Look, I worked retail until I was like, what, 22, 23? And then after that, I sold cars. All right. So I've had my share of interactions with dummies before, but this one would just easily take the cake. I wouldn't have had any time for this nonsense in a non-lockdown scenario. To clarify, there was an off-duty cop hired by Kroger as security standing right next to us during the convo. The law here requires masks in public. It's also Kroger's store policy. There are signs in the door. He just didn't care. Yeah, good. There's a lot bigger things to deal with for that guy, I'm sure, than you instigating in the store. All right, maybe that person had a medical reason to not wear it. I don't know. You didn't know when you decided to confront them either. He didn't care that they weren't wearing masks, endangering his employees and customers. All this is about you, Danielle, by the way. He didn't care that they had threatened to beat up another customer. Well, maybe don't stick your nose in where it doesn't belong. And we don't know. I'm sure you were politely asking them to wear a mask. I'm sure somebody who has an unhinged meltdown on Twitter probably had a total normal interaction with this other person whom they accidentally forgot to take a picture of. I wonder why. I didn't feel safe continuing my shopping them with them still in the store. Okay, order from Amazon. You live in Louisville. You have 100 food delivery services. Even Uber delivers food from Kroger where I live. Okay, you could do curbside pickup, which you can also do. You clearly have a smartphone. If you're that worried about a single person in non-compliance, wouldn't it be easier to simply just pick up your groceries outside the store like everyone else? Like my parents have been doing since the start of this because my dad is immunocompromised. You know what he doesn't do? Walk into the store and whine about people not wearing masks. You know what he does? He learned how to use his computer and does a click list at Pick and Save, and they bring his food right to his trunk. All right? That's what normal people do. And normal people don't have any time for this. By the way, Danielle, it's interesting. It's interesting to me that Danielle, this is Danielle here, by the way. This is Danielle yelling and screaming at a customer, I'm sure is exactly how it went down. Activist Danielle Moscato was slammed on Twitter on August 8th after she posted a Kroger employee photo and his name on social media. She wrote on Twitter that she was at a Kroger location in Louisville. There's a bunch of them. Could have been the one I used to live right by. When she noticed the woman wasn't wearing a mask. So? Stay 6 feet away from that person. I just don't understand. If you're that worried, if you're so scared, what are you doing in public? Subsequent messages, Moscato added the manager. She's a feminist atheist buying socks. Moscato was slammed for her public shaming, an employee with many blaming her for putting Andy's livelihood at risk. Well, yeah, because now you're going to have Kroger. This dude's just trying to do his job, and Kroger's going to have to respond, right? Andy from Kroger is being lynched by Twitter mob because he didn't confront a jerk that wouldn't wear a mask. Grocery stores' employees' jobs are to sell groceries, not to enforce mask wearing. If y'all want to dock somebody, go for the a-hole who wouldn't wear a mask. I mean, I don't support that either. The Blaze writer Jessica O'Donnell wrote, Kroger, Andy deserves a raise for dealing with people like Danielle. Producer and author Greg Gutfeld posted, one of the few positives of lockdown is exposing the narc mentality so frequently by its very offenders that none of us want to be that way. Another said, people who refuse to wear a mask are utter trash. But so are blue checks who use their social media platforms to harass minimum wage earning employees. Leave Andy alone. Check marks. It's a rare position to be where both the mask brigade and Twitter turns against you. Well, I have some good news for Chad. He has now had Andy. After Kroger manager in Louisville, Kentucky named Andy was shamed on social media by a customer upset. Target Tory, who had been shamed on social media by an irate customer last January, raised over $16,000 to send him on vacation. And she's, of course, already made contact with this person. If I remember, Target Toria, here you are. She put, everyone, Kroger Andy has been found. He is overwhelmed by your support and very thankful. Currently, his GoFundMe is at $19,500. I will be transferring the funds over to him and post a screenshot when completed. Team Andy, I am Kroger Andy. Much love, dude. Positive things can happen. Look, everybody's under a lot of stress right now, but let's not forget some basic human decency. Enjoy your money, Andy. Hopefully you can go on a nice little trip when everything opens up again, or you can use it to take a few days off work at least and not feel bad about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Congratulations, Andy. We'll talk to you again real soon.